everyone. Thanks for joining. I'm kind of doing a wrap-up video here before Christmas. Obviously, Doubleview had some news earlier this week. We wanted to chat, final time before Christmas, before the holidays. First things first, Farshad, how are you?
Hey Jason, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. You've got the Christmas or the holiday tie on again.
Yes, again,
You're in
this is,
spirit.
this is Christmas, could be my best ever Christmas I've had, and I'm really happy about it. Yes, I already celebrated, from the 5, 6 days ago.
Good, good. No, I know it's supposed to be a quiet December, but I know you've been busier than ever. And let's hop into it. I know first things first. Do you want to go over kind of the news? I'll just re-say the title, and you can give some insight. Delview begins cobalt recovery studies of the Hat deposit. To give some insight, I definitely saw some questions, people asking why this is important. Do you want to kind of introduce it, and then of course say why this matters?
Yes, there are two things in here. First of all, Cobalt, according to our news release that we put it out a few months ago, Cobalt is very important. It's 15% of our value is in there. That counts really. And also, the other thing is cobalt is energy metal. It's very important. Right now, it's the flavor of the market. It makes the deposit more attractive, and it's going to play a role in the long run on the deposit, and it pays for a lot of things. And the people that we've hired, their specialty is just cobalt in the world. They're working in Africa. They're taking that about 10 to 15%, which was in waste material right now for other companies, and they're making really good money for the company. And that's what we have to have in our pot in order to move forward. That 15% plays a big role. It's a very, very big role. There are not many cobalt deposits in the world because it's very rare, and I'm hoping that we can, you know, make a big, big impact out of this once it comes to a news release and, we announce the assays. I hope at that time this metallurgy report is done so we can accommodate the news with that cobalt.
Yeah. No, awesome. Do you again just give people the flavor? So of course you're, hey, cobalt's a hot topic. You said it yourself. Electric vehicles, all the infrastructure things that are hot in the market. Do you want to kind of outline, what these guys are going to be doing? Just in a little bit more detail for people who, let's assume this is their first mining investment.
Yes. Uh, First of all, United States, the new administration, they announced that they're going to put $2 trillion into infrastructure. Infrastructure takes a lot of things. One of them is copper. It's very, very important. And it hasn't hit the market to show its impact. The other thing is right now the world is, let's be honest, is moving to electric cars. What do they need? They need a lot of copper, they need a lot of cobalt, and we got all of them. And that that is very important. In the new year, I expected in February, March, all of a sudden we see a spike in cobalt price, in copper price, and we haven't. I have banked for this time about 10 years ago. I was waiting to come back, and the longer it is stretched over to now, the hotter it's going to be at the end. And you'll see that copper is going to be the name of the game. Cobalt is going to be the name of the game. More copper because there's a lot of shortage. Many of the mines that we knew even till 6 months ago, they're shut down. Big mines. Glasgow is one of them. Shut down completely. And that's the news I get from the area. And there are many others. There's a huge shortage of copper. Cobalt absolutely has been nowhere to be found. It's really rare. Not many big companies have it. And this amount that we have plays a big role. So let's hop into the future right now. We have done 10 years investment, and this 10 years investment right now, I'm hoping to come to fruition in the new year, and that's it.
Oh, no, awesome. Hey, you touched on a lot of good points. That's great. You said the word assays, so I gotta ask. I know we're getting close to Christmas. I know you guys have been waiting for them. Any update there? Have you heard anything from the lab? Anything you can share?
No, I haven't heard from the lab, and it's time right now. We shut down the camp. We we went to Christmas break. Now is the time to start poking in their door. Hey, what's happening? It's been a long, long journey to get this assays back. It's been the longest ever I've seen. We don't have them, and for the sake of disclosure, we have to announce them once we have them. That tells you we don't have them.
Yeah. No, got it. Again, just curious from an update standpoint. And it's funny, you mentioned the camp. That was one of my next questions. I know at first we were like, oh, we expect to be drilling through, through Christmas, right through the end of December. And at first it was these guys said, hey, like we're making a ton of money, leave us up here. But it seems like one of the guys wanted to go back for the holidays. Do you want to kind of just explain that? A few sentences. I know, kind of
Yes.
self-explanatory.
Yeah, for us, the biggest and the most important thing is the geologist who's working out there. He was getting tired, and I didn't want the efficiencies go down. So that's why I said, okay, it's a good time. We all get a break. We go out and we come back in. We can go back in anytime we want, and we can start. Our project is exceptionally in a climate that we have uh, all year round work that we can do in there because the amount of snow is low. It doesn't go way below zero. Even if it goes to minus 25, 30, still we have running water. The running water is amazing because it sulfides going through this. The water goes through this sulfide. That's why we can use it all around. It doesn't freeze. So we got that opportunity. Let's use it.
Yeah. No, awesome. Well, cool. A good update there. Again, I know I've seen a ton of other things. People, of course, ask a ton of questions. Anything you want to say? Of course, we're going into you know the holidays here right around the corner. Waiting for a lot of things to come. Assays as well as others. Anything you want to say to people that are watching and watching very closely? Of course, some investors excitedly waiting for what's coming.
Yes, first of all, we got the assets to come back. And once we get them, we announce them. I fairly feel confident because of the pictures we put online that we got some sort of answer to that. I personally believe it's going to be a splendid season for us. Those are the assets. We got three holes to report, and plus the other hole that we right now we're going to go back at it. It's ready to go. We just go at it and we start the drilling the next day and we start on that. But there are other things happening behind the scene. I'm not at the liberty to talk about them until they come to fruition. And once they come to fruition, we announce them and we let everyone know. But big things happening for Doubleview, and I'm very pleased about this.
Good. Well, here I know probably your last video before the end of the year. I need to ask you, uh, best year the company's ever had. What do you think?
The best year,
Yeah, has it
the
been the
best
best year
year.
Double Views ever had?
Yes, of course. This has been the best year we've ever had for Doubleview. We get a ton of interest from brokerage firms and others that come to us. We haven't called the shot on them. Just gauging what do we need for the near future and whatever happens in the new year. That's why we haven't make a decision on that. But absolutely, it's been the first and the best year Doubleview ever had. We
Yeah,
planned 10 years for these days. So we see the copper price at the right price and gold at the right price. Cobalt is right now the flavor of the market. What else do we expect to have in the new year? That's
yeah.
the best.
No, it's awesome. I know, just judging by videos, and correct me if I'm wrong here, it is safe to say that, interest kind of at, all-time highs, a lot of, good conversations hopefully happening.
Absolutely. Yes,
Good,
absolutely.
good. Okay.
confirm that.
Hey, I had to ask. I saw it in the group. People wanted me to confirm. That's the best I could do, guys. So letting you know. But all right, well, sounds good. Look, exciting. Seems like it's amazing time. A good potential here. For Doubleview coming in the next couple months, couple weeks. Who knows? That's fantastic. Anything else you wanted to say? Obviously, happy holidays to everyone watching this. But anything you wanted to say before we close things off?
Before we close off, I say these things about Doubleview. We perhaps, I haven't seen any. This is the largest footprint on a porphyry deposit that can, this thing can potentially be 150 years mine life. And that's what we are banking on. Copper prices are going to go as high as 350 so far, and I believe it's going to go into the new year. All of a sudden, this shortage is going to hit the market, and we see better prices. That's what I expect. The third thing is, all these interests they're coming to us. They're not just happening for nothing. I love them. They're coming. This year should be our year, 2021, and I'm looking forward to it. And before the end of the year, I wish everyone a Merry Christmas and happy, beautiful celebration for the new year. Should this year be the best year ever anyone has had, better than 2020? COVID didn't hit us as much, but it affected us, of course. It slowed down the things. But hopefully, in the new year, we get by this COVID problem and everyone is safe. I wish everyone a happy, healthy, beautiful new year.
Perfect. No, awesome. Thanks so much. The final thing on my side, I want to throw at you. We're expecting a U.S. stimulus here, kind of, any day, any week. Do you want to just quickly touch on, what that means for gold? And copper's been doing well, cobalt's been doing well, but it kind of a lot of banks calling for an expected gold run here in the early, parts of 2021. Do you share that same belief?
Absolutely. Once they come out with stimulus package plus the next year they're going to go into infrastructure, that calls for about $3 trillion into the economy. What do? They print money. Gold should go higher. Of course, from there on, gold has to go higher. Copper has to go higher because the demand for copper is going into the market as well. I am really looking forward to it into the new year. It's going to make it a fantastic year for our major junior mining companies that are in the copper gold sector, specifically in the copper sector, because copper is going to really work this year.
Yeah. No, awesome. Well, hey, we'll leave it there. I know you already kind of did your little ending there with everything about the holidays. Again, thanks so much for hopping on. Hopefully, we can do a kind of Q&A video or an assay video here in the next couple weeks. But Farshad, hey,
Yes.
I know you've been working hard. Have great holidays. We'll chat soon.
Thank you very much, Jason, for having me here. Happy holidays to you too.